Hello, everybody. I'm just getting set up here. I'll be joining you shortly. Say hello. Let me know you're in the chat. Be right there. I have to reshare on Facebook. Hey, Star. Hey, guys, we'll be starting shortly. I'm just setting up. Hey, Mitzi. Welcome back. All right, guys. I'll be joining you in a second. Let's get grounded.
Vibration upgrade in progress. 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 Vibration upgrade at 50%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade at 75%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade is complete. Your messenger has arrived. The show will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Initiate.
Happy Sunday, everybody. How you all doing? I hope you are having an amazing weekend. We are here already for the all signs week ahead and what's coming next. So just a reminder that these are general readings. So just take what resonates, leave the rest. Do not force anything to fit. I am also streaming on multiple platforms here. So I'm not just on YouTube. Hello, Twitch and Facebook as well. I hope you guys are ready. Are you ready? We're going to get started here. We're going to start with astrology news first. Hey, Mitzi. You're going to the beach? Super jelly. Super jelly you're going to the beach. It's not quite warm enough yet to go to the beach, but I am ready. I am absolutely ready. In fact, when I go down to visit family in June, that's the first place I'm going is to the beach. Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys, thank you for sharing. Sharing is caring. I had to reshare on Facebook because it just went, but I got it back up again. So hello there, Facebook. Hi, how you doing? We're going to break into the astrology news before we break into the collective reading here for us this afternoon. Reminder here that last week we went through, well, I mean, minus the fact that we're in Taurus season, we had Beltane, but we also had that Scorpio full moon. And how did everybody do with that Scorpio full moon? I had some interesting things come up in the depths of Scorpio, a lot of stuff from the past, but nothing bad, but definitely in the feels. And, we also have, Mercury now in Taurus season. So it's a completely different energy here. And it is going to affect us this week, according to Astrology News. Now, some of the highlights that I had looked into and researched for you guys is that on May 5th, we have Mercury squaring Pluto. So there's going to be a lot more tension because Mercury is our communication. And of course, with the fact that it's in, all I kept hearing with the collective energy with Taurus is with Mercury and Taurus, it's about support. And you think of Taurus, it's it's one of the most stable signs out there, right? But support comes in many different ways. Support comes in listening. Support comes in proper boundaries. Support comes into advice as well but it comes in through communication. So there may be some triggering moments here because with Pluto, it's still in Aquarius. So it may be amplified a little bit. And we do have Pluto going into retrograde, and that looks like it's going into retrograde until about mid-October. So that should be a lot less external and more internal for us. Not so much drama, but we'll see how that plays out for us. Other exciting things that are happening this week is also something really cool. It's a sky event, guys, a sky event. We have the Eta Aquatic meteor shower peak, which is between May 5th and the 6th. So what I found interesting about that, because I said, what's that about? It's actually particles of Halley's Comet. So for those of you, my Generation X people who saw Halley's Comet back in 1986, we're not going to be able to see that until 2061. But hopefully you'll get a little bit of view of that meteor shower depending on where you are. So that's some of the astrology news. We're going to see what the collective energy is, how we're rolling, because we're going to be rolling here shortly, aren't we? Let me just find the collective message here. Let's switch things around. Let's see what archetype is with us here today. We're going to switch around, guys, and see what archetype is with us. Now, a reminder, if you are new to Harmonia Friends community, the archetype collective, all of the information about the guide is over at Harmonia Friends, where you can get deeper insight and also interact by rolling the dice yourself to see how you fall into the collective readings here. It's not just by zodiac signs here. So let's call in our guides, our ancestors, and our ascendant masters, spirit. Which archetype here is embodied for this week? We have a 1 and a 1. Now, number 1 is not an archetype because when you put it together, it becomes, well, the witness. And I'm going to pull up the witness here because the witness is pretty cool. And we've had the witness a couple of times here in the past. But, oops, I didn't mean to put witness up there yet. Not yet. So we have 2 1s here, guys. And 1s are all about, the power of 1 is all about new beginnings. But when you put it together, it showcases duality. And so what I really love in place here when we have the witness is that the witness is able to see not only the perspective, and this is really good. Remember, I said that we're going to be playing different support things here. That was a channel message here with that astrology news. Is that we're going to be the support this week here in different ways, whether it is speaking with advice, solid advice, when people ask, of course, not just giving it out freely, but also this level here of supporting your boundaries, how much you are able to witness that, but also seeing the perception here of listening, just listening. So this is coming up this week here, is that we're going to be able to see 2 sides of the stories. And we're also going to see a lot of reflections here in others as well. Things are going to start seeming familiar to us. A lot of this may also come out in dream form. So we'll see how that plays out for us this week. So we got the witness here. For those of you who want to go deeper into the witness, you most certainly can go over to Harmonia Friends community and see some of the readings over there. All right, let's see how we're showing up, and then I'm going to pull an oracle card. Spirit, how are we showing up this week? Number, no reversals on initial story play. Oh, we're showing up as the 4 of Swords. So we're going through some kind of resting period or recovery is needed here this week. Interesting. Well, there could be a pause. This could be that time of listening. the time here of reflection, but also healing. There's some grief here that we are processing. And a lot of that energy may be coming still from, like I said, the tail end of last week, we had that full moon. So it could be that energy as well. But we are embodying the witness, but also showing up as the Four of Swords here this week. Interesting. All right. Let's see what else is coming up here for us. Hello, Isis. Welcome back. Hello, Asleep. Welcome back. Hello, Andrea. Hey, Steph. What else is coming up for us this week? Oh, interesting enough. I went to turn. I didn't realize that these have reversals, but it's when I went to align to misaligned. Isn't that interesting? It showed up as aligned, but I assumed it was reversed. But this one is showcasing that we are aligned, but there's something here we are reflecting on misaligned, because nothing here is a mistake. It's just how spirit makes us work, right? So let's look at that. That looks like the duality. That looks very familiar, doesn't it? It looks a lot like that witness energy that we are feeling here. It is. I feel that strongly. Oh, I keep pulling the wrong one up here. The wrong picture. It does. It's being able to see two sides. Okay. All right. Let's see what it has to say about aligned here in the book. You know, I feel for a lot of us, we may be straightening some things out this week here. And that could be going into goals, desires. But here's the thing. The most important thing to know about this. I feel that for a lot of us, this has to do with fears, individuals. Yeah, there's just something here that is going in to reflect back at us. But this week, we feel a little bit more positive about it. There's acceptance this week. Interesting. There's acceptance. Of course, I can't find this because I can't find the freaking books. I didn't take it out, but I guess it wasn't meant to be, because sometimes you just don't have everything ready. All right, so we're going to skip that. We're going to just go with the intuition on that one. How is the universe supporting us, Spirit? Remember, no reversals on initial sword play. Ooh, juicy. In our moves, in our actions. Interesting enough. All right, these are going to be our breakthroughs that happen this week. Our breakthroughs are going to be in the moves that we make. And some of those moves here is to reflect. So we're going to see how that comes through, but it has to do with certain actions that we take. The next step, the next actions is going to be different for each sign. We haven't broken down each sign. These kind of feed into it. Interesting enough. I usually pull the challenge first, but I didn't. I pulled the breakthrough. Why? Oh, unconditional. I told you we were going to be hit some here with emotions, right? There's something coming up here this week that we got to make sure our cup is fulleth. We got to make sure that we giving ourselves some love here, collective, but also this is also forgiveness as well. So forgiveness may be coming up here. And it's not necessarily forgiving another individual. Some of you, it may be. It could be forgiving yourselves in a situation, but that's going to play out differently in each sign. All right, we're going to get to it. Taurus is up because, well, it's Taurus season, and the birthday signs always get first up, runner up. Let's see what's going on here for Taurus. You're going to want to check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus for the most messages here, at least. Sir, thanks for hanging out over Twitch, too. I appreciate it. Hey, Papa, when did you sneak in? Reversals are now in. Guys, we got a goal going on here, too. I kind of just went right into the readings and didn't even think about it, but we do have a 5 donation target goal. Just hit that target over on YouTube. It's on YouTube only, guys. So far, it's not on Twitch and Facebook, but if we hit those donations, we'll get another collective bonus. All right, Taurus, how you feeling going into the week? Oh, it's a little slow here. So there's something coming up here for you, Taurus. My gosh, we got a little bit of slow service here, guys. Something slow. Okay, it just felt slow. It got glitchy on me a little bit, right? I feel that whatever environment you are in this week, you are feeling a little bit restless, whether this is work, whether this is at home. Something here feels like too much, maybe too little. Because this is usually a card here of security, but I feel like a lot of insecurities are coming up this week with the company that you keep. External reason why, Taurus. Oh. Are you missing someone? Taurus, are you missing someone? Or are you feeling like you're missing out? Are you in a part here in your life, Taurus, where you feel that you're not necessarily where you want to be? Maybe it's career-wise. Maybe it's in a connection you're not happy with. Maybe it's the people around you. But there's something here where you're really contemplating change. And there's a specific relationship here where you know you need to get closer to. It doesn't necessarily mean another person, but I do feel like the closest relationship here would be your higher self. All right. There's a change here that's coming for you this week. Let's see what the integration is. It's you. I don't know if you have been housebound or doing the same routine, but this Taurus this week is realizing that they need to stop thinking about it and just make some changes. And these are positive changes. These aren't changes here where you're like, oh my gosh, I feel so stuck. It's like, I just got to take one step at a time, one step at a time. I think there was a lot of energy, Taurus, of you focusing on the goal of how far it was away. And this week here, it's like, how can I make this connection or this goal closer to me this week? And so I see you actually doing that in a really positive way. How are you responding to this? I feel like you're releasing some kind of emotion. It could be forgiveness, however it is. Look at this. I knew it. I felt it. This is positive. You see the powers of manifestation, but you are also looking at something and focusing on creating and appreciating the universe and using all of those tools that you have. But most importantly, I want to pay attention to how important it is with this particular deck, because usually it's just the wand and all of the elements are on the table for Rider Waite. But this deck, you see how they're holding the cup? This shows me the challenge here is either self-love, self-respect, or forgiveness. Some of you are releasing bitterness, and that could be anything, okay? But there's this need here to forgive, okay? To allow yourself here to be at peace. And so this week, I see you making some massive plans here in a sense of, well, what's the next action I take? Yeah, facing my fear. You're facing your fear this week. You're going to take that next step, whatever that is. Maybe it's to move on. Maybe it's to say, I forgive you. Maybe it's to say, I love you. There's just something in this energy here where I feel like there's emotional cups coming out here where you're doing something now for the love of it instead of the fear of it. This week, there's a greater opportunity here to face your fear. And some of you, that fear could maybe be judgment of some sort, but it's also realizing that it's also giving you the ability, the greater gain here with the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Maybe this is another individual. Maybe this is just you that you're embodying, but this also gives you a spark of passion, desire, confidence. So whatever this next step that you do is going to make you feel way more confident in the next moves that you make. And that's going to be really, really important for you. Let's see what the final advice here is before we get into, well, Auntie's little note here for you. Final advice here. Well, stay grounded, right? But stay grounded here in what your reality is. And there's just something here where if you're going to make the next step, realize that whatever gift is coming in for you, Taurus, that you're open to receive, okay? You're switching the narrative here to something a little bit more positive this week here. And you're going to see something come in, not necessarily this week, but you're stepping into it. What else here do we need to know? Yeah, you're processing grief. This is grief. It's releasing sadness, heartache, heartbroken. But, what happens to the heart space here when it's been hurt? It also expands. And so you have a very big heart, but the ability here is to say this grief wasn't for nothing. I'm going to build something off of this. And so that's what I see happening here for you this week. Auntie's message here for you is this. Baby, I know you like to stand 10 toes down, but don't get so stubborn you miss the truth knocking at your door. Your affirmation this week. I stay grounded, but I remain open to truth. Just remain authentic. All right. That's what I got here for you, Taurus. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side. And we're going to get to Gemini. Gemini is up next. Gemini is up. Thank you, Barbara, for hitting off the goal. We are now 4 donations away. 4 donations away. Barbara has jumped on in and started that goal here for you. Hey, Debbie, welcome back. How's everybody doing? Gemini is in the house. Gemini. Gemini, sun, moon, rising in Venus. Let's see how you're feeling, Gemini. How you feeling going into May 4th? May the force be with you. All right, here we go. Oh, King of Swords. Well, that's you showing up as yourself. Authentic, logical, a leader this week. You're sitting down in your truth. You got boundaries this week. There's something that you're investing into. Interesting enough, you've been reflecting on this for quite some time. If you're showing up, I feel like there has been some reflection or recovery period here, weighing out your options, because I see this 4 of Swords, but I see this sword and it's showing me the 5 of Swords. So there's some confrontation here that is not necessarily still going on. I think it's already passed, but let's see the external reason for this. Oh, we got a match here. Oh, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. I already feel it. Okay. This doesn't necessarily mean externally another person. This could be you as well. So let's first start off if this is you. All right. If this is you right now, there has been something that you have been facing that in the past, you did not confront head on. You did not confront this head on. You took a moment here of weakness. You took a moment here of jadedness. You took a moment here of saying there's no possible way that this can change. I'm just going to remain as is. Now, some of you are dealing with an individual like that, right? Some of you, not all of you, right? So this is you confronting the situation of, is that version of me going to change? Or is that individual going to change? The integration of this. You are facing the devil straight on, Capricorn energy. Now, you could be dealing with another air sign, but if this is you, this is realizing that it gets both ways, right? So if this is an older version of you that played more of a softer, jaded bitterness way, you are now in the opposite realm here of the masculine energy here, who holds their truth, is very focused on here of making change, taking accountability, whether it's uncomfortable or not, you're sitting in it, right? But if this is another individual who hasn't changed, this is an individual here that you are sitting through it with, right? You know that you can't control whatever they're saying to you. You can't. How you're responding to this week. Thank you, Diane, for the donation. 7 of Cups. Ooh. You are now seeing other opportunities being presented to you this week. It's not necessary. I feel like you felt like you had no other way, no other options, but actually this week, you're going to have more than one option. And it may even be a little bit overwhelming with the amount of options that you have on how you handle this or what you take by now confronting this or listening to this individual. Okay. So many different ways that this can go. The greater opportunity for you dealing with that Queen of Swords reverse. Oh, we have the 5 of Pentacles here reverse. This is interesting because these actions here could be a reset, an understanding, why a person is the way that they are, but also this could be you looking at a past area of yourself where you're like, we need to reconcile over this. We need to make a change to this. We need to be the change for this. We both we're working on this. So if this is another individual, there's a chance here for reconciliation. If this is you, there's a chance here for not only reconciliation on why you behaved a specific way, but it's also going to allow you to have way more possibilities this week. And that can come in so many different ways. But I feel it's a massive healing week for you, Gemini. Massive healing week for you. I feel something probably around, I feel like it's going to happen on around May 5th or so, which is when that Mercury and Pluto hit, because that's a transformation thing. Because the greater gain here is not missing an opportunity this time. You're not going to miss an opportunity this week. You're going to have more than one opportunity. More than one opportunity here. Either it's going to be presented to you because of this integration or because of this loving kind of reconciliation, whether you're making peace and going together or making peace and going separate ways. You're not missing an opportunity here to listen. It's really important here for you. Advice for you this week, Gemini. Advice for you this week. From Spirit, of course. High Priestess. Trust your intuition. But more importantly, this is a time here to listen. Listen, your greatest strength here this week here is to listen and stand in or sit in your truth. Okay. You can stand in your truth too, but sitting down here tells me that you are coming equal to another here. Okay. Yeah. Because the 5 of Cups here is, I ain't missing this anymore. I'm not going to feel guilty for who I am right now. I'm going to listen. All right. And you may have someone here who comes up feeling like guilty and so forth. All right. Auntie's message here for you this week. I love this. Don't sit there replaying the conversation 12 different ways in your head. What was said is said. Ooh. Now, what are you going to do with it? That's the energy of what something is going to be stated to you this week or reflected to you this week where you're waiting for an answer and it's coming because you're listening. Your affirmation this week, Gemini, is this. I trust what is said and what is shown. All right. That's what I got here for you, Gemini. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side at Harmonia Friends Community. And we're going to move on to Cancer. Cancer is up. We are now 3 donations away. Barbara and Diane have set us up here. We are 3 donations away, guys, from unlocking the next collective bonus here at the end. And for those of you wondering, what the hell is the collective bonus? Well, we're going to roll the dice. And if your zodiac sign comes up, well, that reading may be for you. It's like an extra chance. It's a little game. Oh, is it? That's exciting, Barbara. Election day is tomorrow. That came up quick. Mitzi, thank you so much for your donation. Guys, let's give Mitzi some hearts, some love, because we are getting closer to our goal, and these individuals are unlocking the collective bonus here, not just for them, but for you. Cancer is up next. I'm so excited for you, Barbara. I swear, you were just like I felt like a couple of days ago, but I guess it was a few weeks ago where I saw your pictures of, vote for Barbara. I loved it. Welcome back, Gun Guy. Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Oh, guys, for you guys, for my Harmonia Friends community members, reminder, because I don't do posts about this anymore. On May and the first of the month, a winner, automatically a winner here from Harmonia Friends community. If you're a paid member, you may have won a free reading. So make sure you go into the community section and map some winners and see if you're on the list, because I put the announcement out. It's up to you guys to respond to me if you won the reading. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. How you feeling going into this week? Oh, well, I can't sugarcoat this. I won't sugarcoat this. The Ten of Swords does hurt. Okay, I do feel a need here of pause. Oh, God. This was a long time coming. But it hurts when it's right in front of you. It's another thing if someone, in the back, but when someone says something right in front of you, and I feel something is stated, something is communicated to you this week where it's like, it's done, it's over. But the 10 is also a rebirth number. External reason why. Who are you waiting for? Because I feel like this time waster never really took the time to reflect on you, understand you. I think somebody here, I just feel this energy here for you, Cancer, is that someone kept saying to you, I need more time, or let me think about this. This could be work related too, but you got a time waster here. And I tell you, some of you, this is work related. Okay. You've been keeping in your lane. You've been keeping to yourself. But I do feel like what an individual states here this week is heartbreaking. And I think it's because they say the same damn thing. They don't really give you an answer, but it's enough of an answer, right? And some of you, it could also be silence. And it's the silence here that's killing it. It's like, this is a wall of silence, or this is a wall. And like, it's a wall. Okay. It's a no without being a no. Like, they don't necessarily say no to you. They just do the same thing, but that this person ain't reflecting on shit. Like, that's what it feels like. Your response, it had to go. This situation isn't going to change, but I also feel that you feel pretty rejected by this person, by what they state to you, what they don't say. And this week here, it's like, it's over. They're not coming back. You're not going to keep investing in this. Some of you, it's like, I know I need a job change. But there's just something this week that feels very final. It does. It's a long time coming here for you. I feel Scorpio energy, could have been dealing with a Scorpio. Greater opportunity here for you this week. I feel like there was something here that you thought was going to transition into a reconciliation, a recovery period, or more money. And this week here, you're realizing you just end up losing money or losing time focused on this. And so this week here, the greater gain here for you, and we're going to see what that is. Ooh, Knight of Cups here is your part, okay? That's that cup here, okay? Your cup is empty. So it's almost like there's not a lot of emotions left to this, but you may even find yourself very detached this week from a situation, even from news, even if it hurts, because you saw this coming. You already saw this coming this week. So this is just something that makes it final. You can release this. You can make peace with this. And in making an action here just to move forward. Move forward here for you this week. Advice here for you. It's definitely, there's just something that, just be wary of getting lost in your emotions. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's what I felt. Even before I pulled it, I felt like this could be very like reactive, you know, and Spirit's just warning of you. It doesn't have to be confrontational. It's just, it has to do with unfinished business, the last things that were stated or not stated. But this week here, it's just, it's final. It's final. I do see you setting ground here in something new. Some of you are finding a new job. Some of you already have, you know, and it's like making peace with the fact that, you know, you didn't waste time. You're making it, this happened all right at the right time here for you. But also if this is you reorganizing your life or getting yourself situated, I see you doing that this week, because it's like, you can't keep your mind on this the way that it was before. Your final message here, Cancer, from Auntie, is this. Sweetheart, not everything needs a reaction. I felt that energy. Feel it, yes, but don't let your emotions run the whole show this week. Your affirmation is, I allow truth to move through me without fear. All right? I'm going to say it again. I allow truth to move through me without fear. That's what I got here for you, Cancer. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. And don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side at Harmonia Friends Community. We're going to move on to Leo. Leo is up next. Welcome back, Bernadette. Good to see you. You got some Aquarius in you. You could detach. Well, Aquarius absolutely can detach. When they're done, they're done. I think that's for all air signs, honestly. The air signs got hard cutoffs. They just do. It's like they know how to use that sword. Sometimes too harshly, and then they realize they can't do anything to go back to it. But it is what it is. We are two stars away, or 2 targets away on YouTube to unlock the collective bonus. Who will be the next sponsor here for the bonus? Leo is up. Oh, I forgot to hold on. 1 second. I forgot to shuffle one deck. Roar. Yes, to those lions and lionesses. All right, Leo, let's see how you're feeling this week. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. How you feeling going into this week? Reversals are up. Oh, we got a dupe card here. Now, this is your support card. Interesting. Remember, I switched it. So, well, I mean, this is usually an action here of like at a standstill. Why do I feel like this Leo's frozen in place? All right, let's see external reason why. Oh, you're trusting your intuition on this one. It's like you know what it feels like? It feels like a surprise, and you open the door and you're just like, you're frozen in place. You're getting some kind of attention this week. It's a surprise. It's a surprise. Don't forget, from what we went before, from misaligned to aligned, there's something here where I feel this is your face this week. There's a surprise happening for you this week in a big way. Listen, there is something here where I feel, okay, this feels like unexpected money. This could be like overpaying something and all of a sudden something coming back. Thank you, Barbara. This could be, it could be someone here giving you attention, but I don't want to say it's someone nasty. It's just something here that wasn't a fair return or fair exchange. And somebody here says, no, you deserve this, or no, this is yours. This is a gift. This is a gift here for you this week. Interesting. All right. Something before was imbalanced, and that's why because this is something that's emotionally fulfilling. I see it. Interesting enough here, she's holding the two pictures. Reminds me more of a temperance card here, but I see 3 cups here. So there's a lot of genuine happiness, shock, surprise, celebration, refund. Thank you, guys. We hit our goal. Thank you, guys. We hit our goal. Look at, you're about to level up. Some of you, you're about to deepen a commitment here. Someone here is not only honoring you officially, whether it's a teacher, whether it's a boss, whether it's a counsel of some sort here, or an individual who you consider a loyal friend, a family member. High honor. My Leos are getting high honor this week. I like this for you. Greater opportunity here. Let me tell you, listen, this was a blessing. This is a huge blessing, because with the Page of Wands here reversed, this is usually something that's really rushed, arrogant, full steam ahead, full force ahead. But here's the thing with this energy. This is the greater opportunity. So the greater opportunity here for you guys is more this energy of it being saved for you. It's almost like the universe says, no, the reason we had to take that is because you would have spent that, or you would have jumped into it, and it was the wrong timing. But now it's the right timing. So there's just something here about having the right time. I love this for you. Greater gain here. Oh my God, this is going to allow you to move forward. There's going to be a lot of emotions here. You got another 6, by the way. You got another 6 here, Leo. Leo, you should claim this reading. I just feel like this can allow you money for a trip. This can allow you money to move forward. This could be allowing you to build a strong partnership here. It's a really good reading. I like this. King of Wands. There you are. There you are. You know what? You deserve this. You have put so much hard work in yourself. There's just something here about working on yourself. There's something here about sharing your knowledge. You're sharing it through creative ways, being very, not saying you're an extrovert, but you've been very open here to be the leader. You're very much a leader here in this level. But I feel that there's this energy here for you, that this leadership, some of you, this is a leadership role. Yeah, you're going to have to, this star that you're receiving here, the soul searching here is like, oh my gosh, do I deserve this? Yeah, you deserve this. You deserve this. But you might want to take a pause here and really listen. Listen to what this individual has to say. Listen what goes along with this. Listen to your higher self. Auntie's message here. You don't have to win every moment. Sometimes the real power is in listening, not proving a point. Your affirmation is this week, I lead with truth, not with ego. This gift here is not something here to show off with. It's meant for you to grow. It's meant for you to share, however that may be. Family, all right? Maybe it's for your loved ones. Maybe it's for something about your community. Don't take this for granted. It's meant to go forward here in a beautiful way. That's what I got here for you, Leo. If that resonated or you want to claim it, go ahead and do it. Do it now. Right? And of course, if you want more messages, go check out Harmonia Friends Community. Of course, there's all kind of exclusive content over there, including teachings myself, meditations, all that kind of fun stuff. And you can book private readings over there. We're going to move on to Virgo. Virgo is up. Virgo is up. Man, my banners are all over the place. I guess I got rid of the other one. When you, Chris, when you claim a reading, you are manifesting it. If it's not yours yet, and it's like, no, I want it to be mine, you just claim it. You know, so you're switching the narrative here. And that's how manifestation works, right? You already have gotten it. You don't go, I wish for it. You're like, no, it's mine. Because you have more chances of, as long as you believe it, you have chances of it actually coming towards you. And don't be upset if it doesn't come, because it has to do with subconsciousness. You know, sometimes we have to go through those areas of our subconscious where we don't feel we deserve it or we're not enough. Virgo is up. Guys, we made our goal already. So we do get 2 collective bonuses here for this afternoon or evening. Here we go. Virgo, let's see how your week is going. No reversals on initial. I'm sorry. We did. Reversals are now up. The no reversals are in the play. Jeez Louise. I'm all over the place today. 7 of Wands. Well, you're in a very defensive mode. You're going to look out. You are in the lookout. See the external reason for this lookout? You're making a very strategic move here this week. I almost feel like this warrior in you where you got individuals or support and you're like, hold, not yet, not yet. There is some conflict here, or there is a battle here in front of you this week, right? You see this coming. You see this individual coming. You see the actions that they're doing coming, right? Like you see it, but you're not reacting. Why? Because you're showcasing yourself as the 4 of Swords. Why? Well, you're embodying the witness energy. And if you remember or recall here with the witness comes in place here because your superpower here is to see or gain another perception. And so that's why you are doing this. All right, let's see what the integration of this is. Just watch. This has to do with missed opportunities or missing or feeling guilty with individuals here where you lost to. Okay. Whether this is competition, whether this is an individual here who did not choose you. Some of you it is. Some of you this is work related where it's like competition, like literal competition here, other companies here, other ads that you're seeing, things like that. But there's guilt here of, man, it's never me. And I feel this reactive energy here of before you used to push yourself to prove yourself. In this week here, your power here of defense is to watch the shit happen. I also feel that for some of you, if this is work related, it's almost like sit back and watch all the other competitors compete. You'll learn something. You'll learn something here from their actions, right? And you'll realize that there's always a loser, even without you in the middle of it. Okay, there always is, right? But if there's something here where you're watching from a distance, this is another individual, especially if this has to do with love or relationship, and you see a third party action here and it's like conflict, you don't have to showcase anything anymore. All right, you don't have to feel guilty about it anymore, because the same situation is being repeated or mirrored to them. Ooh. Your response here this week. This has to do with grief. This has to do with hurt. See, your power here is that you've taken some time here to recover from rejection. You see that people make certain moves here to get on top. And this week here, you also see that not everybody wins. And there's something here that you're evaluating by just watching from a distance, you know, and you're standing here in a defensive manner, but it's only when I'm ready to be challenged, or if I need to go for it. But you're learning more by the action of holding back a little bit this week here, especially when it comes to you realizing that you're recovering. You've been through something in a really, really big way. You heartbreak. Welcome back, Kwani. Greater opportunity here for you. Two of Pentacles. Two. Do you see two? Do you see how crazy this circus is? Especially if this is a nature here of making a decision or jumping into the circus or realizing that, you know, you have enough to handle. There's other individuals here who are doing the same thing. So I think you're evaluating your competition this week, and some of you are evaluating third-party scenarios here with individuals here who left you. And this is just something here where it's like, I'm not part of that circus anymore. I'm not. Greater gain here for you. Knight of Wands here reverse. You don't have to react. You don't have to prove. You don't have to overwork. You don't have to run out there to showcase there's more. You don't even have to be a part of this battle. Just watch it. Just watch it. Well, this was a jumper. Just watch it. Look at this. You got the Five of Wands again. You got the Five of Wands twice. You're going to see multitude. Now, first it was two, right? Now you're going to see how a lot of other individuals here have the same issue. Some of you, the same issue with the same person. Others of you, the same issue with going after something, you know, and you're like, huh, apparently it is a rat race out there. Apparently I'm not the only one here who's trying to get ahead. This is allowing you to take your time, to really be patient, and be grounded in your decision making here in the future. And I feel like it's really apparent with this news here, because you may have wanted to jump the gun in something this week, and Spirit's like, no, you're going to be doing it a little differently. And why? Because I feel during Sagittarius season, more towards the fall, is when it's actually going to allow you to make a really positive move. Okay, some of you, it is a move, but I feel like whether it's like a relocation, you know, putting your work out there. Some of you, it's regarding a new relationship. It can go in so many different ways. Your final message here from Auntie is this, Virgo. You're trying to fix it before it's fully revealed. Relax. Let it unfold first, then decide what needs your attention. Ooh, this one went really well with this one. Your affirmation here this week, Virgo, is this. I release control and trust what is unfolding. I release control and trust what is unfolding. You're gaining knowledge this week. You are. All right. Even though you may feel defensive here of like wanting to do something, you're holding back. That's what I got here for you, Virgo. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side of Harmonia Friends community. We love to see you over there. It's not just readings, guys. I got teachings over there. I got a meditation library. There's channelings too. You get discounts on all of my services because the community. And they're not small discounts. You get big discounts. I hear you, Kwani. Well, you can always flip it around here too. A lot of times if you're cross-watching for another, it's the energy's going to flip. So it might have been more your story than the other. Libra. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Guys, don't go anywhere. We will have our collective, we have 2 collective bonuses as well. Gotcha. Well, go check out the, did you see the singles? I don't know what it was for that, but you might want to check out the singles May energy. These aren't always love readings. We try to keep it balanced here at Harmonia. Although I know relationships are always a key one. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. How you feeling, Libra? Ooh, something is coming out this week. It's being released. It happened during the full moon, the Scorpio full moon, even though this is Pisces energy. All right. Unprocessed emotions that have been processed, but this is fear. There's fear, an external fear. Let's see what this is about. It's being released. Oh, Page of Cups here. I like this because you have a much larger cup here. Okay. So this is my card here. When I see the Page of Cups, I'm not a huge fan of Page of Cups. People who know me know that I'm like, the Page of Cups, who wants a page, right? But this is usually that over romanticized, dreamy, like, I got it. I got an amazing message. But externally here, you may have been originally trying to seek validation of some sort. And this week, you're going, I don't need to seek external validation. I don't need to seek it. So you're realizing where love comes from within you. It's all around you. Integration. Yeah, you are. There's that love. You have, well, first of all, you have a really big heart. But, it all, when you think of the heart and you think of the scales here, head over mind, and that's hard for sometimes Libras to do. But you have whatever this grief was, this rejection, or this dreamy loss that you thought was going to be your forever. Some of you, your forever person, this could be friendship, whatever. This doesn't have to be necessarily a relationship. It could be a dream. But this week here, with this all reversed, and your support card here with action is you're ready to go the next step. You wear this like a badge of honor. So that's not going bad, right? It's just showcasing how far you've come. It's kind of like a badge of honor. But let's see with how you're responding here to this. Yeah, see, this is something where you have that, oh my gosh, if I had stayed fully invested in that, I would have lost so much. I would have lost myself. I would have lost I think if it's not myself, I feel like you would have felt like you would have lost respect. I would have burned out. I would have fallen even worse off if I stayed in it. Even worse. Ooh. Greater opportunity for you this week here. Oh my gosh, this was reversed. There's that you're releasing toxicity. You're releasing old patterns. Some of you're releasing a Capricorn, but you're not focusing on the negative aspect. That's really important to know. This week, Libra they're all reversed. They're all reversed. So the biggest support you're getting here is forgiveness. is love, is gratitude, is appreciation. You're focusing on that this week here. Okay. Sometimes the challenge is, it can be hard because there's people involved, some of you, right? And you're like, I've seen a lot of it on TikTok and it makes me laugh, where a lot of people are taking the song, they take Dolly's song, but it's Whitney Houston singing it, saying, I always will love you. But the people doing it are, doing it saying, this is how I'm talking to my ex, because there's this energy of releasing the bitterness, releasing the jealousy, all of that stuff. It's just all going, right? All of the outside validation thing here of like, how come you didn't see me? How come you didn't choose me? How come I was rejected? How come this idea didn't take off? All that's kind of going because you know that you are here to gain something more, something better, right? Spirit, what is Libra gaining here this week? Told you. Look at that heart. This is movement. You're being supported here with that next step that you take. Another reading got this too. I think it was Taurus. I believe it was Taurus, right? Something specifically in Cancer season is coming up here. Could be a trip, could be some kind of travel going on here, could be going outside of your comfort zone. But I see movement here with your head held high this week in a really good way. Now, it didn't feel good, right? But you're moving on. And you're realizing how things had to play out because you are better off. You are much better. Listen, you are much better off. This is a recalibration. Some of you are in a better relationship. It's healthier. Some of you are at a better job. Some of you are in a better friendship. Some of you are a better relationship with yourself. This is something here where you had to make some things and make some cutoffs. You did, but it's so that things could be balanced. So things could be fair. What else, Libra? I also feel here with the King of Wands energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, some of you are calling in this person already. Some of you have that. Others, this could be you putting out creative ideas, having more confidence, changing up your lifestyle here. People are noticing you. People are noticing you, but it's because you notice you. Do you get it? You notice you. So people are going to see that. They're going to feel that in you. Libra, Auntie says, don't sugarcoat it just to keep the peace, right? If something needs to be said, say it clean and stand on it. And I feel like you've done this. I feel like you've done this already. Your affirmation here this week is, I choose honesty even when it shifts the balance. So this is you. I really feel, some of you may be being really honest with an individual or just honest with yourself, or having a truth talk here with an individual, especially if it's a new person, of how authentic it feels in comparison of what you wore before. All right. That's what I got here for you, Libra. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side. And we're going to move on to Scorpio. Scorpio is up next. Thanks, guys, for hitting like. I do appreciate it. Make sure you guys are hitting that. It does help the channel get seen. Scorpio is up. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Scorpio is here. Guys, don't go anywhere. We have collective readings too. We got 2. We started with Taurus, for those of you who are just jumping in. I'll timestamp everything after the live. Scorpio, how you feeling going into this week? Reversals are now up. Oh, well, you know your limits. It does feel a little bit heavy. You got to put that load down, that baggage down. External reason why? Yeah. I feel like the Scorpio has remorse, guilt, shame, disappointment. Integration Y. You waited. You waited. Some of you feel like you've waited too long. I think it's this energy of like, I'm disappointed in myself for not making a move. But there's 2 cups here. So there's something here emotionally fulfilling that's next to you. But this is this energy of like, why couldn't I trust myself? Why couldn't I look into that moment? Why was I so blind to this? Your response this week? Queen of Cups, that's you. There's this energy of forgiveness. Some of you are forgiving another, where it's like, you know, I can only reflect this back on me. This is your energy. We got Cancer and Pisces here as well. But this is someone here who loves big, like that. You guys have a big heart, of course, but you're very intuitive. But now you're deeply in the depths of your intuition. Having that conversation here with you and God, the universe, however you want to call it. I just feel like there's a lot of silence, nothing said, nothing stated, just love. Greater opportunity here to release. I love you, but I am ready. I'm ready to release this. I'm ready to move on. Kind of similar a little bit. This is a little more deeply, though, than I felt with Libra energy or that Taurus energy. This is something here where you are creating closure this week. It's not getting closure from someone else. It's self closure. Like you were finally going, I've learned my lesson. I get it. But I also know that I have to free myself of this. It's time. It's time to release this. You're going through a rebirth. Greater gain here, a rebirth. It's a recalibration here this week. I mean, it's not a lot of energy of you doing stuff. It's just releasing emotions. Again, recovering here from heartbreak. Some of you have been not feeling that well. And this is a week here where, you know, you may have gotten not a bad diagnosis, but a diagnosis here where you have to accept it. And now it's like, what do I do with this next? Right. You know, now I got to go to a doctor or something like that. So it's this energy here of the next step, but you're doing it with forgiveness. Okay. In a loving manner. Advice here for you from Spirit. Yeah, I told you, you're not alone. You got a loved one here, and I do suggest that if this is something here where you need to bounce off of, or you just need a friend this week, call them up. Let them be your support this week. You know, this could be a friend. This could be a family member. This could be, you know, a spouse. Yeah. This is an individual here who loves you, but also you are emotionally leaving something behind. 6, 7, 8. Okay. So you're trusting your intuition. You're releasing this with understanding, with love, and it's just time. It's just time. So, I mean, I just do feel like you're grieving, but it's more nostalgic than anything that I feel for you this week, Scorpio. Scorpio, Auntie says, you already know the truth. The question is, are you going to release it or keep holding on to something that's done? That one went really well with this one. Affirmation, I release what I have outgrown. And you've outgrown this. It's time. It's time. All right. Sending you so much love, Scorpio. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side at Harmonia Friends Community. And if you'd like to book a private reading, just go over to my website. Don't forget, guys, you always get discounts on readings if you are a member. They get the best. They get the best readings. All the discounts are showcased on there on the sessions and how much is off. And the coupons are over at Harmonia Friends. Sagittarius. We still have Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, and we do have 2 collective bonuses because we have lovely sponsors here who got you unlocked the bonus one for you. Yes, release, release, release. I like it, Bitsy. You can flip it, you can switch it, you can reverse it, but never force it. That's good, Mitzi. Hmm? It always amazes me when people come in here with a personal agenda and then get so mad when the reading's not for them. It's like, you know how much, like, it's a collective reading. If you want a personal reading, go book one. It doesn't have to be me. All right. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You ready? Yeah, I know. I don't remember the name, but let's just say Karen. We had a Karen last feed. Debbie was like, I put her in timeout. I was like, that wasn't necessary. She's just, you know, but it was funny. I mean, that's why I got my moderators. I have to trust them. So if they felt a timeout was needed, then it's what it is. Sagittarius, how you feeling going into this week? Ooh, like you got an opportunity that's just been handed to you. So this is something stable, a gift. Yeah. External reason why. You know what? This is your feeling. So I feel like it's you. I feel it's you handing somebody something. Now we have the 3 of Pentacles here. So this could be something where you have a stable, solid idea, advice, money. But here's the thing, is people aren't figuring it out. They're not figuring it out. All right. So it's not necessarily one person. It's just like, there's just this energy of like, how do we do it? How do we get across this? And it's like, I have an idea. I don't like, there's something here about it being very practical, solid. You're okay with giving it away because it's out of love. Yeah. It's because there's no expectations. Sagittarius is paying something forward. I don't know if you're giving free advice this week. I don't know if it's, you know, you see individuals here are having a hard time. Something's broken down. But there's something here about, I know that I can manifest more. It's like, I know that it's abundance. Like, I'm not going to be, it's not a waste of my time. It will come back to me tenfold. So I see you paying it forward this week. Yeah. And it doesn't have to be big, guys. It could be like through the drive-through and you see someone here who's like, doesn't have enough change or something over. And you're like, I'll pay, you know? Yeah. Like, you make the decision here. You make the decision on who receives this. You do. You're making a decision here of who receives this. And the reason you're doing this is because you know how the universe works. Greater opportunity. Listen, I don't know if this is solid advice. I don't know if it's just because you're very assertive. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. You know, you just show up as honest, truthful. And so when you, as long as people show up that way to you, it's not something that they need to earn with you. It's like, I'll trust you to do the right thing because I'm paying it forward. So it's not a loss to you. You don't have an expectation here of this being paid back, returned, or done. You just know that the universe will give it back to you in a big way. In a big way. Whatever you're paying forward to this week, you're going to really help somebody out. Okay. It's going to help maybe someone get over an argument with another individual. You may resolve something. You may be a mediator this week. You may be of high counsel this week. You could literally be the judge this week. Okay. But it's to help to resolve a solution, whether this is work, whether this is a family situation. It's going to be returned to you in a much larger way because it's two individuals who see this and recognize this with you. Yeah. I think it's because you can see the perspective here of trying to have a new start, and having a new start or starting something from scratch can be very daunting. And so you've been able to put yourself in these individual shoes this week. Okay. That's why you show up as the witness embodying that, because it's like, you've been there before. You get it. You've been there before. You get it. This is something here where this is security. This is home. This is family. Like, I mean, this is just something here where it allows individuals to use this, and it's nice. It's nice. It's going to be paid back to you down the road. Not now, but it will down the road. Sagittarius, your message here this week from Auntie is this. Phew, your mouth might be a little fast this week. Truth is good, but delivery matters too. Yeah, that's going to be important here of how you delivered this, because some people are going to be kind of throw out on this by this energy. But your affirmation here this week is, I speak truth with intention and clarity and love. I love that here for you. And she's showing up here. There's the Queen of Swords, right? There she is. I speak truth with intention and clarity and love. So this could be some solid advice here you're giving to individuals here that's going to allow them to have a new start. All right. That's what I got here for you, Sagittarius. If that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side at Harmonia Friends community, and you can book private readings over there as well. Capricorn is up. Capricorn is up. Cappies, 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 Cappies. Here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Capricorn. Welcome back, totally, Tanya. Right on time. Page of Pentacles here reversed. Well, when we have the page, I love to call this my opportunist card here, where it's like, yay, I know what I'm doing. And, I'm excited for what's happening next, because there's another adventure here, whether it's education, whether it is learning, whether it is a new job, whether it's a new relationship. There's something here about getting started. And this week here feels like a false start. Certainly, let's see why this feels like a false start here for you. Three of Cups here is reversed. Okay. You got some mean girls around you? I feel like you got some mean people around you. I feel like you got some fake people around you, Capricorn. It's almost like I wanted to fit in. I was excited about this, but I obviously don't fit in. integration here, the Knight of Wands. I feel you have someone specifically. I don't want to say they're the leader of the pack, but they have a lot of groupies. Okay. They got it, like they all got their own little minions. That once this individual kind of leads the show in this circus, I'm going to call it a circus here, Capricorn, it gets ugly. It gets ugly. And so this is you pulling your energy back. Right? I thought we were friends. I thought this is the place I wanted to know. I don't really want to get to know you. I don't want to learn anything from you. In fact, I just think you people are entirely mean. Like you just got mean people around you. How you're responding. This is hard because when you feel outcasted, it does hit your pride, Leo energy. But you are taking the courage here to stand back, observe. Remember, go back to if you just jumped in, go back to the collective portion here where we talk about the archetype of the week, because this is about witnessing something about other individuals. And this is witnessing insecurities. It is. And we also are going into that, we got Mercury and Pluto squaring. So there could be some nasty communication coming out of this here. But look, the greater gain here is that you have learned everything that you need to know to take a better offer. Okay. Some of you, this offer is you. Okay. Like I love myself not to do this or go this way. Greater gain here. You're doing it. You're doing it. You're letting individuals think what they want to say, think that they won, whatever. It doesn't matter because you see that there's a better opportunity here for you. It's a transformation. It's not comfortable. It's an ending that's needed. It is. Thank you, Shafi. I just feel like there's just something here that it's time. Advice for you. You know your worth. It's simple as that. You know your worth. Taurus, Libra energy here. This has to do with just being mature. You know, some of you are just meant to do something on your own. Right? Whether it's time to break from, maybe it's a business that doesn't see you right? Maybe it's a 9-to-5. Or now I'm not saying that you should just jump in and just be an entrepreneur, but there's something here where you are independent enough and mature enough here to run a business for some of you. Others of you, if there's individuals who are running their mouth, it's just something here with dignity and respect that in the long run, it's going to hurt them, not you. You're mature enough. You've been through these games before, and these are all games. These are all games. These people just want you to play the game as victim. Capricorn isn't playing victim. No, they're stepping back. They're taking their power back this week. They're seeing where this is deserved. Their light. They're not giving these individuals the attention that they're seeking. This Capricorn is soul searching with this Virgo energy. Capricorn, Auntie says, don't get so focused on keeping things stable that you ignore what's shifting underneath it all. Affirmation, I build on truth, not just security. And I feel like you emotionally know what the truth of this matter is. All right. That's what I got here for you, Capricorn. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side of Harmonia Friends community, not just readings, but teachings, meditations, all of that fun stuff, and discounts on private readings. That's awesome. Congratulations. Thank you on reopening your business. And thank you again for the super chat. I do appreciate it. We will be getting to the collective bonus here after the Zodiac readings. We have 2 collective bonuses from our sponsors. Aquarius is up. Who's got Aquarius in their chart? Who's here for Aquarius? I'm sorry to hear that, Tanya. That's horrible. Mind games are never fun, especially when it's boring and unoriginal. It's like, yeah, okay. Childish is what I wanted to say. I was trying to be kind, but do we have to be? Haters will always hate, right? But the way I see it is you can let them be fans, just don't invite them on stage. They're always going to watch it to some extent, but that's on their energy. Aquarius. Here we go, Aquarius. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. How you feeling going into this week? Reversals are now up. They will be supported by the top row. Eight of Pentacles here, reverse. So this is someone here who's, oh my God, I just feel exhausted. Watch yourself. Don't get so focused this week that you, like, I'm not trying to predict an accident of any sort, but I almost feel like you're not paying attention because like to your outside surroundings because you're so focused on a particular task. That's what it feels like. Just there's something about paying attention to what's around you. Oh. King of Pentacles here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. I mean, this can come in so many different ways. One, this could be something to do with unexpected bill. You didn't see it coming because you were so busy on something else. You know, something might cost you more this week. Others of you have someone who's very greedy, very arrogant. This could be showcasing up as a boss. This could be showcasing as someone who's chauvinistic, piggish. Integration of this. Ooh. Pay up. Pay up. All right. So a couple different ways. You'll be all right. Things are going to be balanced because here's the thing. The challenge here, because your support here is in the actions. So I feel like we'll see your response to this. But there is something here where someone feels that you owe them. You either owe them more or this person is envious or jealous of you. But here's the thing. You got justice here. So either something's by the law or something is like, we need to get a third party involved. Or there's just this energy here of like, I have all of my receipts. So it's not that you don't have it. You just might have to do some extra work this week to show and prove it. Interesting how it's saying it that way. Yeah. All right. So, you know, and I feel that you thought this was something to do that was done, finalized, you know, maybe a bill that you thought was paid off, maybe something where you thought the deal was set or done, but you weren't really minding about it because you were already moving forward towards something else. It feels like, whether it's a new job, whether it's a new career, whether it's another relationship, whether it's just moving on, you've already made closure with this, but it does feel like it's circling around here another regarding who's saying, no, this is what's due. And you're like, no, I paid it, or no, that's not true. No, talk to my lawyer. Greater gain here. Ooh. There's some confusion here, but here's the thing. You're going to get clarity by the end of the week, okay? This individual here is going to realize that you're not an option. Something has been paid. You have your receipts this week. Just be very wary here, okay? There's something here regarding paperwork or having a receipt or having proof. You have it this week. Everything's going to work out here for you. It won't necessarily be all summed up. Yeah. It won't be all summed up this week. I just feel like there's something about your past, Aquarius, this is your energy, that brings in some vulnerability. It's going to make you a little bit upset. Some of you, it has to do with, you know, maybe something to do with the divorce and unsettlement, but there's something about a settlement here coming back up here. And it's just ready to be released, you know, and for you, it's just to prove that, you know, Another individual here thought that they'd get away with it. Interesting. Advice here for you. Ooh. You know, you're very methodical. You can tend to be a little bit rushy because we have temperance here where it's like you need to start doing things at pace. You don't have to overwork yourself here where you miss things, or I don't know. I feel like your head is so down that you don't see this coming, where you probably could have saw this coming, some of you, months ago. If you paid attention to it, maybe you missed something. Maybe this person here was giving you hints and you didn't see it. Advice here. Look at this. You'll be fine. In fact, you're more than fine. This is about you moving on, moving forward. This is about your stability. This is about your home. This is about your career. This is about something for the long term. In the long term, you're in a better place, but your past is coming back here for a payout and you don't deserve that. You know, it's going to be equal. It's going to be paid back to you. All right. So I think that's going to be null and void. Aquarius, Auntie says, pay attention. Pay attention to who's around you this week. Not everybody deserves a front row seat to your energy, your affirmation. I stand in my power without losing who I am. All right. You stand in your power without losing who you are. That's what I got here for Aquarius. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side at Harmonia Friends Community, where there's readings, teachings, meditations, discounts, giveaways, all that fun stuff. Pisces, you are up. We have Pisces and we have Aries, and then we have 2 collective readings after. So don't go anywhere. Your sign may be rolled, guys. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Spirit, what is going on for Pisces this week for May 4th? Oh, how you feeling? Were you nervous? You're going through some anxiety here this week. Tough night. It's going to be a tough week here for sleep for you. See the external reason for this. You got a lot on your plate. You also, there's another sign who had this, whoever is surrounding you, whether this is like work related or a relationship that you like get zapped. Some of you could be very zapped from this individual or these people. There's some fear here. Queen of Cups. See, you already know you're dealing with this is a classic reading here of energy vampires, Pisces, right? You're very intuitive, but the places that you're going this week or who you're surrounding drain the hell out of you. And some of you, this is your own family members. Sorry, but it sucks, right? So you have a big heart, you're compassionate, but your challenge here is self-love. If you need a break here this week, make sure you take pauses for yourself this week, because you have some negative Nellies around you, and they don't necessarily have to be bad individuals. They're just draining you. And so you take on other people's anxiety. Maybe you're listening to their negative talk all the time, but it is affecting this Pisces. And so Pisces here is going through a week here where they know they need to step back. May even call out. Some of you may call out sick. Response here. 5 of Swords here, reverse. You know, there's this energy. I see you pulling back. So that's going to happen. The other issue that's going to happen here because you pull back is you're going to get a lot of people projecting on you this week. And these are individuals here who are like, I'm not done with you yet, or, you know, I'm not finished yet, or we need to discuss this now. And this is something here where it's going to really challenge you because you are really trying to move away with your actions here, because you need some time here to reflect, to rejuvenate, to feel. Greater opportunity here for Pisces. 7 of Cups here to choose yourself. I feel like there is one particular person, and it could be more, but there's one here who you put so much time and energy just around them that by the time you sit home or sit in your space or you want to do something that is a love for you, you're even too tired to do that. You're just too tired to do that. And some of you, the hard part is you sleep right next to them. Yeah, 7 of Swords. You might have to go in the download this week. I feel like this is a week here where you just go quiet. You take those long pauses. You may go for a walk. You are creating space in any way that you can so that you can breathe. And there's an individual here who wants to hear from you, wants to banter with you, wants to discuss something here with you. You don't really have the time nor the energy here this week for this. Advice here for you. All right. It might be a time here for you to go on a vacation or take a spa day. Okay. Go out in nature. The sun is here. All right. This is about being present, being mindful, being grounded. All right. Sunshine's important for you this week. Just get out of this toxic environment. If this person lives with you, open the windows, like let this person leave for the day and just take a day here to replenish here yourself. And I do feel like this pause is needed because, I think it's not happening. This discussion isn't happening this week, but there's definitely a new perception here of boundaries that are needed. And so this week here, you're going to take that moment here to reflect, to pause, and to recover. All right. All right. So Pisces, Auntie's message here is for you. Don't float away from it. All right. I know it's easier, but you need to face what you're feeling this time. There's something here where you're kind of escaping your feelings. And Auntie is saying, no, you have to address your feelings, your emotions, and process what is yours and what is not yours, right? And your affirmation this week, Pisces, is I face truth with compassion for myself, for yourself, because it always comes back to you. All right. That's what I have for you, Pisces. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like. Comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side at Harmonia Friends Community. And we're going to move on to Aries. Aries is up. Let's say shuffle. Aries. And since we are now at the final sign, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do a roll call. Bonus train is here. If you're new to the bonus train, the next up is the collective bonus. So you're going to want to make sure that, you hit like, because like helps the channel be seen. But you also want to comment here with your sign or say bonus and get that bonus train going here. And whether it's bonus Aries, bonus Libra, because you're putting your energy here for the dice to roll, because you never know. It may roll here for you or your sign. You may get more messages. And hold up, guys. Give me a second, because I just realized I don't have my collective messages up because I forgot I had them too. So let me grab them. Here we go. Perfect. All right. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and then we'll get to the collective bonus. Aries, how you feeling going into this week? Ooh, drained. There's this neediness energy. I'm not saying that you want someone to take care of you, but you need support this week. External reason here. Listen, you're facing something here. This is going to be a truth talk here for this Aries. Okay. Don't have to claim it. This may be triggering. You are in a situation where you're asking the wrong person. Whether you're asking them to be a bigger person, whether you have an expectation on them, you are asking the wrong person. This individual here is not going to help you. They're not going to assist you. I'm not going to do anything. Could be dealing with a Scorpio here. Okay. I feel exhausted. I feel run down. I feel like you want to break. Integration. Ooh, something came out during the full moon energy. Pisces energy here. Okay. So, no action from this individual is your answer. Okay. But, you're not going to get it from this individual, whatever you're trying to get. I don't know if it's understanding, if it's like, I asked for help, support. I thought you were going to be here for me. No, some of you, they just disappeared. Anger. You're going to be angry. You're going to be angry because this is someone here that takes they're so damn slow, but at the same time, such a time waster. They're very greedy on whatever happens for them. They could care less with turning around or helping you or supporting you. Your response here is, why should I care about them so much? Why am I caring so much? Greater opportunity. I don't have to pull the card. I'm going to say choose you. It's you. All right. Do something for you. Do something for you. And if this is asking help for the wrong people, you might have to hire help, but it will be the best thing that you ever did. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're like, I don't have help, or I need this, or they were supposed to be there for me. No, this is something here where the greatest gift you can give to yourself is to help you. Right? You don't have to pay up, expect this person anymore. I just feel like there's an acceptance here that's happening for you. Greater gain. Ooh, Queen of Pentacles. All right. That's part of the Empress. Doesn't matter if I'm talking to a masculine here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This will be the best investment that you do all week. By stop asking this person and get other help, seek other support. And some of you may have to pay into it, but it's going to be the best investment that you ever did. Right? Because this individual here has never really supported you in the way that you needed them to. But this is something here where I need the support, and I'm going to find the support, and I'm going to give this something here to me, because it's going to make you invest wisely this week. Put it that way. You invest your time wisely this week. You're not playing victim to it this week. There's an understanding of nurture and care this week, but you also have respect. And, the Queen of Pentacles is a mothering energy here who will discipline, right? Well, it's like, no, you're not getting it your way. Well, this individual isn't going to get it their way either. Advice from spirit. I'm going to say advice for dealing with a situation like this. Look, yeah, it's time. Some of you, it's time to get that lawyer. Some of you, it's time to get that, seek that advice. But I feel like this is about realignment. Some of you, it's about paying up. Some of you, I don't know if you're going to be suing, but it's like, you know what? It's out of my hands. I'm getting help. I don't have to do this all on my own. No. because you have been doing a lot on your own. And it's very clear how much you can do. And so you're just working on recalibrating here, investing wisely this week. That's really simply your answer. Aries, Auntie says, hold on now, pause before you react this week. Not everything needs an immediate response. And I feel that you're going to want to be anger, like you're going to want to respond to this individual. But your affirmation is, I pause, then move with intention. Right? I pause, then move with intention. And don't forget, this is your support card here with that movement. So the universe is supporting you here. So if you're fearful of spending money or something's coming up with lack this week, the universe is like, you need to flip that narrative. All right. You're doing something here to invest in you, All right. That's what I have for you, Aries. If that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side. And we're going to get to the bonus train. Who's still here? Who is still here? It's roll call time. This is where usually everybody drops. I see my moderators are here because they're like, oh, the readings are done. No, we still got 2 collectives. Barbara's still here. Young guy is still here. Star is in Twitch land. It's quiet over there, isn't it? I can't tell. We had a couple people stop in. All right. We're going to roll. We're going to roll. Star, you ready? Hey, Papa. Welcome. Did Star hit another commercial? Because we might move to somebody else. Mitzi's ready. I don't know where Star went. Oh, Mitzi's doing it. Okay. I can't keep up with you guys. You have to tell me. All right, here we go, Mitzi. Let's roll, guys. We're going to roll this a couple of times. We have Capricorn, Aries, Capricorn and Aries, Aquarius. Aquarius is here. Capricorn, Aries, Aquarius. Leo. Leo is here. Pisces, and one more. And Virgo. So those are the zodiac signs we got here. Okay. I trust you guys. I hopefully someone got them. I'm giving you a second. Thank you. I don't look down until you guys are like, who's got it? Yeah, it was a good roll. So we have, thank you, Mincy. We have Capricorn, Aries, Aquarius, Leo, Pisces, and Virgo. So if you have this in your chart, this reading may be for you. And if you just feel guided to listen, just listen. Don't forget, we have another collective bonus here. Our sponsors have paid for this to, well, pay it back to you. All right, let's see what's going on here for this collective bonus. How you feeling, collective, going into this week? We have, oh, your boundaries are up high. You mean business. You don't want to be around anybody this week. You're staying in your lane. You're dodging people and you're hiding in bushes. No. Is there no reason why? Oh God. You got a bunch of dry beggars? You got a lot of people around you, or one specific, who love to beg for change, play victim. These are individuals here who would be like, oh, I wish that happened to me, or I wish I had that, but I don't have the money. These are not individuals here who support your wins. These are individuals here who have anticipation that if they complain enough, that you will, listen, give them something, feel bad for them, feel sorry for them. Integration. Yeah, no. Some of these people got to go. And I don't see you being nice about it. I just see you going, now, sorry, can't. Some of you aren't even picking up the phone. Love and light. The challenge here might be the way that you say it. All right. Is the love and light. I can't be around that individual dodging stuff. You're just not these people. They're never the problem. It's the same story. I don't have enough. I don't know. It's not like being a victim. Like, listen, we've all been victims before, right? But when you're playing the game of victim 24/7 and using that as an excuse for others to, be comforting to you, there's no movement or change for that. It's coddling at that point. And so I feel my collective here is not coddling individuals. There might even be, I feel, especially, what is it? Was it May 5th? Yeah, May 5th with the square of Mercury and Pluto. There might be a little bit of a rude exchange, See how you're responding here to it. Yeah. Queen of Swords, you're not reversed. That's a good thing. Your answer is no. You're not going to be fake. This is the thing. My collective here does not do well with small talk, fake talk, surface talk, white lies, omitting shit. I feel that you're very keen, you're very fair, you're very authentic, but also if individuals showcase something where you feel something that is off, you're going to be like, yeah, I'm sorry. No. Greater gain here, Knight of Swords. It's all swords. This is all swords. This is all that Pluto and Mercury energy just. You're going to cut this real quick. You're going to cut this off real quick. You're going to close the door. You're going to close the store. I got too much on my plate. I'm not going to feel sorry about it. I'm not going to over-explain this week. I'm just simply not going to do it. I'm not even putting my hands into this. Advice for you, collective. I think you got it, though. Advice for you. Ooh, see, at one point you may have been a people pleaser, or like you were worried about how someone may feel or react when you say no, or, if you don't agree with them. And some of you might even just say, I disagree. I disagree. That's not true. And it's there's always fear of repercussion of what another individual can do. But the biggest thing that you can do is offer yourself here something much larger. And this is and there's something here about a gift that you're receiving this week. Okay. I don't know if this is a win. I don't know if this is someone who's just jelly, but you have a really big opportunity that is being handed to you. And there is some attention you're getting this week. And someone may want a little bit of that attention or that payout or that mopiness here of like, well, I deserve that too. No. All right. Your message here from Auntie is this. Listen, somebody's saying something this week that hits a nerve. Yeah, we feel that. Don't brush it off. There's truth in it, even if it's uncomfortable. Your affirmation. I honor the truth even when it transforms me. This person here may be projecting something here on you. All right. That's what I got here for you, collective. If that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget there's always more messages on the other side. We got another reading here to go on here. Christopher's right behind me again. He's going to have to move shortly. All right, Friskers. You got to move, buddy. You guys want to see Friskers? This is Friskers. He's my little buddy. He's a good boy, but he's a pain in the butt when I do readings. He always has to be around here when I'm doing readings. All right. He's a cute boy. He's my shadow. He goes everywhere I go. Everywhere I go, Friskers go. All my cats know their names really well, so they will shadow me if I call them. Like I can call my cats like dogs, and they'll come to me. He's right behind me again. Little shit. I don't like you behind the chair. You push me off. He's like, nope, I'm sitting here. I'm right behind you, moving you off. That's what he does. All right. You just got off the train. Here we go. We got one more here. Who's still here? Who's still here? I want to do a special shout out here. Let's thank all of our sponsors here. We have Barbara, Diane, Mitzi, Barbara again. Thank you so much, guys. Shirley, thank you so much. Shafi, thank you so much. Thank you to all of you, because this next reading would not be possible without your energy. So we appreciate it. May it be brought to you tenfold. Really. All right, let's do it. Unlock bonus is here. All right, Debbie, you're up. I forget already who's doing it. I trust you guys. You're ready. Here we go. Aquarius is back. Taurus is here, the bulls. Who else? We got Cancer. Cancer is here. We got Libra. Libra's in the house. We got Virgo. Virgo is here. One more. And we have Sagittarius. That's our signs. That's it. Did I get everybody? Did I roll enough? Hopefully I rolled enough. I think I did. Thank you, Debbie. All right, so these are the signs here that came up for this reading. If this is in your chart, this may be for you, but if not in your chart, you may just want to stay tuned and listen. You never know. It's just energy. Aquarius, Taurus, Cancer, Libra, Virgo, and Sagittarius is in the house. All right, we always go a little bit longer. We do one extra row here for the collective because, well, that's to thank our sponsors. Here we go. Collective. How you showing up here this week? How you feeling? Ooh. So you two are going off I almost feel this energy of going off on your own beaten path. You are revisiting here belief systems, what works for you, what doesn't. But you're also, this is for my collective who's really realizing that they have some natural born leadership that's ready to be like, ooh, exposed. Taurus energy. This happened. This could also just be because we're just going into Taurus season here too. External reason for this, because you see how remember I said leaderships here. You have some leaders around you that are manipulative, are egotistical, are prideful, are arrogant. And there's areas here that maybe at one point you adored, you loved, you respected, you honored, and you're realizing they're shit. And so this is you not agreeing with approaches of these individuals, this particular person. Some of you, this is leadership, like literally our leaders. I'm not going to get into politics, but you know, could be things like that. The Three of Pentacles here reversed is saying something is not working out where individuals are collaborating or being there together. And you are seeing that in a really big way, collective. So I feel that you are willing to break apart and do something different. And that may be finding your own community, or, putting in for a position of leadership. Some of you, it's getting out of a toxic relationship where an individual here had to be right all the time and it was about their way or the highway. They didn't care about other individuals. Could be that too, right? But there's this energy here of authoritarian kind of stuff, proving ego. Clarify that Hierophant energy. Yeah, the Knight of Wands is something where you might have had a little bit of a false start with trying to break away, or you've tried to do your own thing before. Giving people second chances, going, okay, maybe people can change, but you're also realizing sometimes people don't change. Sometimes people don't change. So there's something about, you being the change this week. Tell us more about that Emperor energy. Yeah, this is a person here who doesn't see the bigger picture here of what could actually be presented. This is a person here who's always focused on the disappointments, the areas that aren't working in their favor. They over romanticize things. It's just almost, it's not very human-like. I feel like this individual has a way of painting something that they anticipate everybody to follow, and it just doesn't work that way. There's no compromise when it comes to this situation or this person, whether this is a boss, a leader, people. Three of Pentacles here reversed. No, there's no changes. It's going backwards. If anything, things have gotten worse. Things have gotten worse. And so this week here, you are choosing to make a change. How you're responding to this, collective? Ooh, it's not easy because you got a lot to handle with this. You're taking on an extra responsibility this week. Can you manage it? Yeah. Are you leaving the other place or the situation? Yeah. So some of you may be transitioning or taking on a new role, right? Where it's like, okay, well, I got to do this, but I also have to finish out a contract for some of you. But this is you being able to manage this well, where another individual could not. And you do it differently. You do it differently than this individual. You just simply do. Greater opportunity for you this week. Yeah, there you are, to be that explorer, to show them that it's not to show them that it's possible, but to show others that it can be a different way. You are being the guinea pig here. You are being the leader here. You may feel new in this role, but this may be breaking you off to entrepreneurship for some of you. If you have an idea or something that you want to take off, others of you, if this is something here where it's like, this individual thought that I would never be somebody on my own. You're like, well, I won't know unless I try. You're doing it this week. You are. Don't forget, the universe is going to support you here. And that support here, I feel also is with boundaries. Boundaries, okay? Doesn't necessarily mean you need to explain yourself to this individual. It's just to have a boundary in place. Greater gain here for you this week. Look at this. This ability here with the Knight of Cups reverse has to do with an area where someone mistreated the emotions, could not care less about other people's feelings. This week here, you're addressing the emotions. You're addressing the feelings. You're addressing how you feel. You're choosing to make a difference here, even if it's for yourself. It's a really nice thing. Advice here for you this week. Listen, there's going to be some energy here with this Four of Pentacles on this Two of Pentacles, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Where, you want to be fair. You got to hold on. And Spirit's saying, listen, sometimes, you're going to have to lose some things to gain. And, at one point you might've been trying to hold down the fort and hoping somebody here, like, I just feel this energy here of like, this is all I got. But this week here, it's like, I got to release this lack mentality. And so you're realizing that this lack mentality here is hindering you from being open to receive something emotionally more fulfilling for you. Yeah, look at this. You got the Wheel of Fortune again. This is going to be a trust fall here for you, but with confidence. All right. We got Aquarius, we got Scorpio, we have Leo, we got Taurus energy. So it's all happening. It's another 10 here too. You got Wheel of Fortune twice, but it's by these actions that you do this week are going to be very important because they're going to set you up for the next several years, not weeks, years. So just be very mindful on what you're doing and just believe in yourself here with those actions. Your final message here from Auntie is this. Baby, when it clicks this week, it's gonna click. Don't second guess yourself when that clarity comes. That's your sign to move. Your affirmation. I trust the clarity that finds me. I trust the clarity that finds me. All right, guys, those are the readings. I hope you guys enjoyed these readings. I will be back here on, what is it, on Tuesday? Yes, I will be back on Tuesday. Guys, I'm breaking up the Fated Dice readings that I usually have, the one story. So I usually do 2 stories. I'm breaking them all up now. So there's only going to be 1 story, but you get 2 stories this week, okay? The first story here for Tuesday is going to be a love story, and that's going to be who is thinking about you. We're going to do the Fated Dice. We're going to do exactly what we did with the collective. We're going to roll and see what comes up. That reading may be for you. If you want to see what's unfolding for you, which is more of a general reading, come in on Thursday, and then we'll be back here for Friday for all signs love, who feels drawn to you. So make sure you guys look at the schedule. All of that is already in place over on YouTube. All right, you guys have a good week. All right, take care. Bye.